Welcome back students to Alchemy online class. Hope you have gone through extra marks app for yesterday's content. Now it's time for yesterday's questions answer. The question was, what is moriculture? The answer is, cultivation of mulberry plants is known as moriculture. The scientific name of mulberry plant is Morus alba. The scientific name of mulberry plant is Morus alba. So the cultivation of mulberry plants is known as moriculture. Yesterday we learned about processing of silk. In that we have learned how the silk is obtained from the silkworm. The silkworms are boiled or they are kept in the sun or they are passed through the steam, and this way the silk is obtained by killing the silkworms. Then we learned about the discovery of silk. In that we learned how the silk was discovered and we learned about the silk route also. Now we will start with the textbook exercises. The first exercise is based on the nursery rhymes. The first nursery rhyme is Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? And the question based on this rhyme is, which parts of the black sheep have wool? The answer is, the black, as you all know that sheep is having wool all over its body. The fleece of sheep means the thick coat of hair which is present on its body. From this thick coat of hair, it is containing the fiber. From this fiber we are obtaining wool. The wool, we are not getting wool directly from this hair. This hair we are shaving off, and then from that fiber the wool is obtained. Now the second rhyme is, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece is white as snow. Here the second question which is based on this rhyme is, what is meant by the white fleece of the lamb? The white fleece of lamb refer to the white hair of the lamb. Question number 2 and 3 are MCQs. Question 2 is, the silkworm is A. Caterpillar, B. Larva. Here the options are given 1, 2, 3, 4. The first option is only A. Second option is B. Third option is both A and B. And the fourth option is neither A nor B. Now the correct answer is both A and B. Third option is the correct option, that silkworm is a caterpillar also, and the caterpillar and larva also. That means you know that the caterpillar is the larva of the silkworm. So here the caterpillar and larva, both the options are correct for this question. Now the third question is, which of the following does not yield wool? Which of the following does not yield wool? First option is yak, second option is camel, third option is goat, and the fourth option is woolly dog. Here you learn that yak, camel, goat, these animals are yielding wool. But woolly dog, though it is having hair on its body, it is not yielding wool. So this is the animal, the fourth option is the correct option. Woolly dog does not yield wool. Fourth question is, what is meant by the following terms? Here you have to define three terms. First term is rearing. Rearing means helping someone to grow up. Second term is sericulture. As you all know that sericulture is the rearing of silkworms for obtaining silk. Third term is shearing. Shearing is the process of removal of fleece along with a thin layer of skin from the body of sheep. Question 5 is, given below is a sequence of steps in the processing of wool. Which are the missing steps? Add them. Here the steps are involved in the processing wool are given. The missing steps we have to write. The first step, you know, shearing is there. Now the second step is, as you all know, it's scouring. Third step is sorting. Fourth is removing burr. After that, dyeing. And the last step is making yarn. Make a sketch of the life history of the silk moth. Name the two stages which are directly related to the production of silk. Now in this, you have to draw the life history of the silk moth. In your homework, you will draw it as it is shown in the image, and then the answer of this question is the two stages which are directly related to the production of silk are: one is caterpillar, because this caterpillar is making cocoon around it, and the cocoon stage is the pupa stage. So caterpillar and pupa, these two stages are directly related to the production of silk. Question number 7 is, out of the following, which are the two terms related to silk production? Here the options are given: sericulture, floriculture, moriculture, apiculture and silviculture. Sericulture, as you all know, that rearing of silkworms for production of silk. Floriculture is the cultivation of flowering plants. Moriculture is cultivation of mulberry plants. Apiculture is rearing of honeybees for getting honey from them. And silviculture is the production of woody plants. Here they are cultivating the plants which are yielding wood, especially timber, and it is related to the forest. So here we have to find out which two terms are related to the silk production. Here sericulture, rearing of silkworms, and moriculture, rearing cultivation of mulberry plants, these two terms are related to the silk production. Question number 8 is, match the following. Here we have to match the column 1 with the column 2. First one is scouring. Scouring, here the correct option is yield silk fibers, wool yielding animal, food of silkworm, reeling, cleaning sheared skin. The correct option is, scouring means cleaning sheared skin. So correct option is E. E is the correct option. Mulberry leaves. As you all know, this is the food of silkworm. So correct option is C. Now yak. Yak is the wool yielding animal. So correct option is B. Cocoon. Cocoon is, from the cocoon we are obtaining the silk fibers. So cocoon yield silk fibers. So A is the correct option. We have finished with the textbook exercises. Now we will discuss few more questions of this chapter. The question is, what are the two types of fibers obtained from the fleece of a sheep? Which one is used to make wool? The answer is, the two types of fibers obtained from the fleece of a sheep are coarse beard hair and the fine soft underhair close to the skin. The fine soft underhair are used to make wool. Next question is, what is the maximum length of a continuous silk thread that can be obtained from a cocoon? Answer is, the maximum length can be 900 meters. Next question is, why caterpillars should not be collected with the bare hands? The answer is, caterpillars should not be collected with the bare hands because some caterpillars are toxic and can cause allergy, and it could also damage the caterpillars. Here, if we collect them with the bare hands, then it may damage the silk thread and we will not obtain the desired length of the silk thread. So this is the end of this chapter. We have finished with the explanation and exercises of this chapter. As you all know that today's homework is, you have to draw the life cycle of the silk moth, which is given in the question number 6. And you have to go through the extra marks F for the full chapter. So we will stop here. We will meet once again. Till then, be at home, be safe and keep learning.